Brachot talks about a famous contradiction in two verses that are both quoted from King Solomon, which actually became an interesting custom, which was after the moment a bride and groom were married, the groom's friend would come over to him and they would say to him, did you find a good wife or did you find a bad wife? And the source of these two verses are, in Hebrew, first it says, Matzah Isha Matzah Tov, and the other one is, Matzah Ani Marmi Mavet Isha. One first is, I have found a woman, meaning I have found my wife, I have found goodness. And the other one is that, well, guess what? Worse than death is my wife. So Rabbi Yitzchak Ginsburg points out a very interesting thing about this. And he says, if you look carefully, in the first verse, which is a verse of referencing a person's wife as being somebody who is really good, in that situation, it says, Matzah Isha, that really the man is looking for the wife. It's she that he is focusing on. And therefore, as a Matzah Isha, he is able to find who she is. And when he finds who she is, he finds goodness. In the other verse, however, it says Matzah Ani, which is really, first I find myself. In other words, what I'm looking for in my wife is not my wife. What I'm looking for in my wife is me. And so therefore, if that's all I'm looking for in my wife, I'm never going to find that person. And therefore, I'm going to find bitterness. This is the idea, as we know, of the Ezer Kenegdo, by one's married wife. She is, as Rashi explains, either Ezra, helping him, or Kenegdo, against him. And when is it which? When he is individually involved as a selfish individual, she will make his life horrible, because that's not what she's here for. She's here to become one with him and to grow together. On the other hand, when that is what he focuses on, is about her, then her focus, excuse me, will be him. And that's when they will be one together. And by the way, this is not merely about a husband and a wife relationship either. This is about all relationships. Because every time we are looking at another person, we are actually seeing a mirror of ourselves. And therefore, when we love ourselves and we look at another person, we see the love in that person. That's how we connect via lehavto l'recha komocha. And when we, God forbid, spill lashon hara or badly about each other, we are really talking about ourselves. As the Gemara says, a person only calls another person by their own blemish. When you point a finger at somebody, you're really pointing 3 fingers back at yourself, which is why I always say you should point like that so you don't have that problem. But the bottom line is, that's the reflection, that's the awareness. We have to be aware that really we need to find the other person by moving our ego to the side and allowing our real self to communicate with each other.